Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to some more Minecraft. Now, I've done a little work on the house today. As you can see right here, I actually expanded our perimeter out by about, I'd say 3 or 4 blocks. And I have this little structure here. Now, you may be wondering what this is. This is going to be the stable for our new pack mount. Now, we can go ahead and fly through here, and strangely enough, without causing any head trauma on me, so that's good. However, we still need to give this guy a name. I've had some suggestions come in. I'm very much liking them. However, I think we're going to give it one more episode because I need to grab some iron. For the name tag to work, we are going to need an anvil, and I am actually completely out of iron. So looks like we are going to be going caving today, my friends. Now, here comes, oh, I forgot to show you this too. I went ahead and fenced off the crops because I was working around in the house with the donkeys and the chickens kind of left to their own devices, and everything got stomped. Well, not everything, but some stuff. So it was good enough for me to warrant building a fence right there. And before we actually go caving, let me show you if there's anything new. I went ahead and put the banner against the wall. Nothing too shabby there. Still need to work on that. I also decided that I was going to make both of these walls all books. I think that looks very cool. And strangely enough, a little bit more organic. So we're going to go ahead with that. I also spruced up this area a bit so it looks a little cleaner in my mind. Still need to work on this. I have the beginnings of a desk. Not too sure what I'm going to do here in the bedroom. Bathroom still needs to be worked on. And the kitchen has pretty much stayed exactly the same. So, when I was in the river earlier gathering some sand, I discovered something rather interesting. And I think it bears exploring. Now, we've been hearing all of those zombie sounds and having no idea where they're coming from. I think we may have found the entrance. Check this out. It is a deep cave system right down here. With a waterfall going straight up, so no wonder we could not find it. But I hear a lot of nasties. So, oh, and a witch. Yeah. And we are stuck in the water. Well, not really, but let's get some light on the situation. Oh, witch saw me. So where are you going, ma'am? Yee. Oh, I thought we ticked off the Enderman too. I was like, oh no. Alright, have at thee, witch. An inquisition. Let's begin. Alright. So that's good. Let's go ahead and get all this lit up. This actually goes right underneath the house. So this is the answer to all of our... Oh, wow. He's even got a squid sack. And there's some iron that we need. Please don't blow up the iron, Mr. Creeper. That would be tragic. And I'm hearing more of them, too. So that's interesting. Now, the question is... Let's go ahead and grab some of this. Oh. Interesting. Don't want to get caved in here. Let's just focus on grabbing all the iron then, just in case. Add this. We're going to need a lot of iron to build that anvil because we have absolutely none. And it takes 3 full iron blocks and 4 regular iron ignits. So, we are going to have our work cut out for us today, guys. And maybe one of these days I'll actually be able to pronounce that word correctly. But it is not this day. Oh, wow. And that's, I guess, a cave entrance up there? Huh. Now, let's see if we can determine where there's... Because we hear the skeletons. Now, that Enderman's just teleporting all over the place. No, it's coming over here. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you guys. There you guys are. Ooh, it's a convention. I was not on the guest list. Well, let's go ahead and start making our... So, this is the basement. I've done a lot of work here on the basement. Oh man, it's a gauntlet. And we are out of arrows now, official. Let's kill all the things. It's a choke point. Look at all that XP though. It's too good not to say no. Alright, let's... And I can't grab any of these arrows, which is unfortunate. Oh my... Ah! Oh, it's not that bad. It gave us some good amount of XP though. So, oh, holy crap, these guys have had a lot of time to ferment. Or ferment. Poor bat. Didn't mean to kill you there in the crossfire, but... Such is the futility of war. So let's get everything lit up over here. And we'll just use this white stained clay. Make the water go away. I bet that Enderman will certainly be happy. Oh, there's more. About some diorite. Yee, I'm getting swept away. Come here, you. That's better. Now we will put a torch there, just to say we have this, all of this lit up sufficiently that we're not going to have any more nosy neighbors. And I think this area is clean. Awesome. So, no iron here, a lot of coal, but I have plenty of coal right now. So I guess nothing to do but head back up and head to one of our actual established mines. Let's jump over here just to make sure. Light that up sufficiently. And swim, swim, swim. That's kind of cool. Little cavernous area. Oh, it's nighttime. Let's get to bed. Where is my house? Oh, there's my house. See, that sense of direction. Could have kept on walking. I'm glad I actually put some torches, or I actually would have been completely in the dark. Quite literally and figuratively. Hello there, Mr. Skeleton. I'm just gonna leave you as is. Let the daylight take you out. And I actually probably should get myself a stone sword. Because I want to save all the iron that I can. How much iron do I have currently? 12 iron. Not nearly enough for our purposes. So, go ahead and let you head in there and cook. And I got plenty of sticks. So I'm thinking 2 iron picks. And right now, for the purposes... Actually, no, let's err on the side of caution. We'll have 2 iron swords. We'll keep that... We'll wait until this iron sword dies. There we go. We got plenty of potatoes still. Now let's do this. We're going to head into... Ooh, that skeleton die? He drops things. Some arrows. Yes. How many arrows do we have now? 3? I'll take that. Let's head over here to the main mine, the one that we had to basically pillar up to escape from, because that takes us right to, I believe, some lapis and some other good stuff, and a ton of iron. I was just leaving it there to be mined. Fortunately, I'm not on a multiplayer server, so I didn't have to worry about that. Here we go. Now, what I'm going to do is I need to make an anvil, and I need to make a cauldron, because I want to do a... is this place clear of iron? I think it is. This is not, however. I want to make basically a watering trough for him. Make sure that our new mount has all the comforts of home. And the only reason I built that thing is I could have just had him be free range, but wanted to have something where he could, be kept away from the elements, just like you would if you actually had a beast of burden for real. See, we got some gold, we got all kinds of good stuff here. And skeletons. Now, one thing I'm also hoping is with this place relatively cleared out and lit up, we may get some slimes, which would be awesome because then I can make a lead. So we can go ahead and keep our friend relatively in his cage. Or not his cage, but his little barn area. And he just dropped a carrot. A carrot! And I'm not risking it with you, my friend, because my sword is probably going to break. Oh, it lasted for one more, didn't it? Oh, there's some lapis. I definitely would like some lapis. Actually, we probably need to keep our iron pick just in case we find something that is only iron pick usable, such as diamonds. Or not mineable, rather. You know what I meant. Yeah, so we will put you right there, and since we're not farming anything down here, we will put our gardening hoe. Oh, there was so much of this place I did not explore. I see some lava down there, I think. Or maybe just another lit up area. Don't want any surprises. This is a very impressive cave system, despite the fact that I have not found any mining shafts or anything like that. Which you'd think, with my luck with temples and villages and such, you think it would. Maybe the mine shaft is going to be the underground equivalent of a jungle biome or any kind of biome I'm actually looking for. Well, we might have to cook some iron down here, because we're going to need the iron pick to get all this gold and other goodies, because I don't know how long this is going to last. Probably not long, though. So, hi, bud. How you doing? Here, I'm just going to punch you to death. Fisticuffs. Pugilist. You got nothing. Daredeviled you. So, yeah, we need to start getting all this out of here. More gold. So I can build something out of gold. I don't know what. Gold to me, other for the use of a few things like a compass and whatnot, is relatively useless to most of my builds. And here is some nice redstone. And, well, you can see where I've been. This is where I farmed the obsidian for the portal, if I don't miss my guess. Come to me, iron. You are always... See, I used to always have my build surrounded by iron golems as well. Especially when I made villagers. So, wait a minute. My bucket is empty, isn't it? I'm hearing water. I need to find some water. Because I need to go ahead and get rid of that lava. Oh, no I don't. It's not that bad. There's a creeper and some lapis. Oh, here's some water. Excellent. That's just what I need. Good. I think a bat just died. I don't know to what, though. One of these things I might do on these builds is experiment a little, or actually not experiment, because I don't want to waste you guys' time with experimenting. But maybe watch some videos on some redstone contraptions and start actually working with redstone a bit. I know some friends of mine who play this game that is their beck and call. They love themselves some redstone. It's a really fun aspect of it. They also build computers and stuff, so I think it appeals to their crafty nature. I'm pretty much just a simple, carpenter style craftsman. They like the circuits and the electricity and the power lines and what have you. So turn all that into cobble. Hey, you're gonna travel, aren't you? Gonna be a pain in my butt. There you are. That makes it go away. Now let's see what's going on over here. How much redstone do I have? I have almost a stack. Wow, you are in bad shape, aren't you? Come here, little trooper. You're not gonna suicide? I figured you would have. No, that actually that took care of one of the things of lapis, unfortunately. But there's its XP. So let's go ahead and work our way over here. Hope we don't have any unwelcome visitors trying to cramp our style. Oh! Did I... No, there's the lapis. And it's still there too, so that's good. At least some of it. And what to do with you? Okay, we got it. And just so we don't have to deal with you anymore, make all of this go away. Get it lit up real nice. I actually don't know if there'd be diamond. But first, let's light this place up. I'm so paranoid of respawns. And especially here with the water, not making it easy at all. So I have been up there. That's something. And I'll leave that iron there for now, just because we got some over here that's easier to get. So I think after we're done with this, what we could do, I have certain projects in my mind here, guys, and I have several options. One option is I can go ahead and take care of this and then proceed to, hello there, friends. No. 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 And you're just going to come down here and make my life unpleasant. So I can either keep working on the house little by little, and then while working on the house, try and go on expeditions to try and find the elusive jungle biome, or I can go ahead and focus on finishing the adobe house and then saying our goodbyes to that place for a time, and then just going off with a good portion of our gear and not turning back, or not coming back until, or actually not turning back, finding our jungle biome and starting on the next building project. So I'd like to hear you guys' opinion on what exactly I should do here. I'm down for whatever, but depending on what you guys want to see, and that is the most important thing here. If you guys want to see me just work on the house little by little and take random expeditions, awesome. If you guys want me to go ahead and just finish the house in earnest and then head out, we can do that too. You are very wasteful creatures, creepers. And here's the pathway out, so that's good. We have not veered far from the path. I know there's areas here we have not explored. I'm almost certain of it. And I am hungry. Let's take an inventory of how much iron we have. 52 iron. Not bad. That's actually enough for our anvil and what we're needing. So, at least I think so. Let's go ahead and get a full stack just to be safe. And then we can... I hear you, Mr. Zombie. I hear you, Zach. Now, for those of you who don't know, I called him Zach based on World War Z by Max Brooks, which is one of the best zombie... Actually, I'll go ahead and say it. The best zombie story of all time. At least in terms of, in book form, the greatest zombie story of all time. It is an amazing, amazing book. I strongly suggest that you get that, and barring if you're not exactly a reader, I wouldn't worry about it, because it also has an audio adaptation, which is one of the best audio adaptations I've ever heard, with a all-star cast. Rob Reiner, Alan Alda, Mark Hamill, tons and tons of really, really good voice talent. But for those of you who've actually read World War Z, or listened to the audiobook, that's 62. I'm going to go ahead and get 2 more. Here we go. If you guys remember, and this isn't really a spoiler, but the Battle for Hope is set in Hope, New Mexico. And I have actually been to Hope, New Mexico. I have passed by Hope, New Mexico many, many times on the way to LARP events. And I have to tell you guys, Hope, New Mexico is scary. It is a scary, scary place. I don't know if Max Brooks had actually visited the place previously or anything like that, but that is definitely the place to have some sort of apocalyptic battle. Because that town, holy crap. Hurry, hurry, hurry. I'm on a limited time. Cave in, cave in, cave in. Ah! Yee. Oh, I ran out of stuff is what happened. Okay, well, that could have ended horrendously for us. So let's make that go away. I'm glad I did not panic there, because that is how deaths with 28 levels happen. And I am not ready for that yet. So we got over our stack. We got plenty more iron here to mine if we need it. So let's head back. Put all this stuff in the cooker. And then we will be in good shape. Hopefully my crops have grown too. I need a few more wheat. And that's actually going to make a hay bale block, which I'm going to put in the donkey's little stable. And I'm actually going to have to sacrifice 5 of these levels for the name tag, if I recall correctly, which isn't that big of a deal. And it looks like it is the middle of the night, as usual. We always work late hours when we're going caving. But Hope, New Mexico is essentially, in my opinion, the desert version of Innsmouth, Massachusetts from Lovecraft stories. It is kind of creepy. The first time that we drove through it, I was like, oh, okay, this is Hope. This is where the battle happened in World War Z. And there was not a soul. Not a soul that we saw. However, there were a lot of cars parked near the fire department. But we saw no one the entire... And this is a small town, but you figure you'd at least see one person. Nope, not a soul. And I was getting some really creepy vibes from it. And then the next year, me and my friend Cullen, we're heading through... we're traveling through there, and it's his first time going that path. So I told him about this, and he's just like, oh, yeah, it's probably not as bad as you're thinking, Wretch. And then we went, before we hit, and let me set the scene here. It was storming. You can see the mountains, New Mexico mountains from Hope. And it was a storm front, and you could see all these storm clouds, and it was overcast and dreary. And I asked if we could go ahead and put in the World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King soundtrack. And we put it on Ice Crown, which is a pretty kind of ominous but quiet song. And we started driving through Hope, and we played it, and all of a sudden I noticed that Colin was being a little heavy-footed on the gas as he realized that the place was just as creepy as as I had said. And I don't know if it was that trip or the trip that I first made through there, but when I said that everyone was in the fire department was actually a burnt out husk of a building. And I don't remember which trip it was, but we saw all the people in the firehouse. This is the first time we saw people. I don't know, maybe it was on the way back, but a ton of people were just standing there, like having some sort of gathering inside this charred husk of a building. And as we drove by, a ton of them turned around and just stared at us. So I was expecting an Innsmouth thing. I said, if our car breaks down anywhere near Hope, New Mexico, we are sleeping in the car and locking and carrying blades and all that kind of stuff, because that is just bad mojo. So let's go ahead and actually cook this iron. This actually should give us quite I don't know how many levels it'll give us exactly. Not much. So let's do that. 32. 5 and 5. Excellent. Actually, how much do we have? Did we grab? We grabbed 12. We can go ahead and get the our hoofed friends stable pretty much fixed. So we'll get that, and here in one of the, here we go, got some wheat. And I've organized the chests just a little bit. I still have all that clay in that one. I don't know what I'm going to do with all that. I guess just keep it there for a rainy day in case any of my other builds need stuff. But let's grab, that should be a sufficient amount. Okay, that gives us our 9. And just because we need to keep this going, 1, 2, 3, there we go. Probably should put a workbench out here. Do I have a workbench? Yes, I do. I have a crafting table. We'll put you right there for the time being. And a bunch of this wheat together makes a hay bale. So, right here, because this looks good, we will put the cauldron, fill it with some water. And I'm going to be doing something similar for the chickens as well. And a nice hay bale. So come here, you. He who is currently not named. She'll head through there. And look at that. Got yourself all set up, don't you? But I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and finish up putting the anvil down here. And in the next episode, we will actually name this guy. I'm still looking for suggestions, so if you're able to think of anything, just let me know in the comments below. But if you liked the episode, go ahead and click like down below, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help, and we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.